Good morning to all of you. Today we are going to study about our last chapter of the inorganic chemistry, that is known as the coordination chemistry. The coordination chemistry is the application part of the D, P in every elements. Okay, whatever you have studied in your P block, D block, as well as in your metallurgical part. So that part is the application part of all these things, and that chapter is very important on the behalf of your examination and competitive examination. Because what is the use of the coordination chemistry? Generally metal carbonyl compound, organometallic chemistry. It is a very new and very revolutionary terms for chemistry, because organometallic compounds are generally using as a catalyst in present scenario in nanotechnology in every fields. So that's why here we are going to study about the bond in between the two metal. Generally what we are saying, the bond always established in between the metal and non-metal. But the metal is not capable to form its bond. But here it is possible. In case of the coordination chemistry, the metal bonds are established. That is a very interesting part. Here is a two type of bonding, two type of valency, and different types of the color compounds are here. And we are going to study about their geometry. Okay. And due to the parting the different colors, we are going to study about the which thing is responsible for the color formation tendency. So that is an important part of the coordination chemistry in which we are going to study about here. So first of all, today we are starting with its introductory part, okay, or a classifications part, but that part is also very important, guys, because 1 marks question is coming from your introductory parts, okay. So that is a basic terms related to that coordination. I am again repeating, that is a very important chapter. Please focus on their basic terms. On the behalf of basic terms, we are directly working on the coordination compounds. Here is also an important classification is coming. That classification is a very important 1 marks and 2 marks question, as well as 4 marks question in your IIT JEE as well as the NEET examinations. Okay, that IUPAC name is a similar like to be a IUPAC name of carbon compounds, but here something is different because they are coordinate compounds. Okay, so see guys, I am starting from the coordination chemistry. So coordination chemistry, it is generally according to its name. Here we are going to study about the coordination compound. Coordination means it is made up of the coordination of or the grouping of the different types of atoms and neutral atoms and ions. So when the neutral atoms and ions attach with the central metal atom, that is known as a coordination compound, and that is known as the complex compounds. So what happened here, that is a central metal atoms. तो यहाँ पे आपका एक central metal atoms होगा. This central metal atom attached with any ionic species. Okay, or this central metal atom attached with any neutral species. So they form a complex, and such type of complex is known as a coordination compound, and this is known as a complex ions. Just giving you example of the coordination compounds or complex ions like FeCN6 plus 4. So that is a example of the coordination compounds in which a certain neutral or a ionic species attached with the central metal atoms. In case of the neutral, that is the cyanide, and cyanide is an ionic species, is contain negative charge. The example of the neutral is NiCO4. Okay, here CO is a neutral ligand, they do not carry any charge. So here the neutral molecules is attached to the central metal atom, and here the 4 negative is also attached with the central metal atom. Sometimes the positive is also attached here. Okay, they giving you a positive charge of complexes also. So these are examples of the coordination compounds. So here the central metal attached with the different kinds of positives, negatives, or as well as the neutral atoms or molecules, and form a biggest type of complex. This is known as a coordination compounds. So that is known as a coordination chemistry. So that is also known as the complex ions. Okay, so that is a complex ions. Why they are known as a complex ions? Because they form by the combination of 2 or more kind of species with those who are attached with the central metal atom, and simultaneously they contain a positive charge. That portion is known as a complex, and if that species contain a charge, that is known as a complex ions. So I am giving you the classifications. These complex ions are 3 types. Complex ions are 3 types. The first one is cation complex. second one is anion or anion complex, in your terms anions, but mostly people are pronouncing anions. The next one is a neutral complex. Okay, so what happened here, guys? Here the complex is formed by the combinations of metals and different types of molecules. After the combinations, when the whole coordinate compound contain a positive or negative charge, on the behalf of this charge we are classifying it is a cationic complex or anionic complex or neutral complex. Okay, just example of the cationic complex is C cobalt NH3 4 6 plus 2 plus 3. So here after the combinations and bond formation in between the central metal atom and molecules, it carries a positive charge. So that is a cation complex. Now another example is nickel NH3 4 6 is carrying a plus 2 charge. Another example. So that species carrying a positive charge after the formation of complex in between the metal and molecules. Okay, so that is known as your cation complexes. The same as well as giving you examples of the anion complexes. Anion complexes is FeCN4 6 plus FeCN6 is carrying generally anionic. So it carrying a 4 minus. So FeCN6 4 minus as well as AgCN ka whole twice 1 minus. So these species is carrying, so a complex carrying a negative charge after the formations of complex between the central metal atom and their surrounding atoms. What about the neutral? The most of the metal carbonyl compound you have studied in your D block carrying responsible to the formations of a neutral species like metal carbonyl NiCO4. It is a neutral. After the formation of complex between the molecules and central metal atom, they do not carry any positive as well as the negative charge. Such complex is known as the neutral complexes. So guys, here are the examples of the cation complex, anion complex as well as the neutral complexes is here. So on the behalf of this we are identifying the coordination compounds. Which coordination is a cation, anion and neutral. And each and every complex have its own importance. Okay, see. And then I am just giving you some knowledge about the coordinations compound. That is the types of coordinations compound. The coordinations compound is always formed due to the interactions of the metals as well as the neutral or ionic molecule. Suppose that is a metal. Okay, the metals having a vacant orbital is a d block element. D block elements have more empty orbitals in D. Okay, so what happened? Some neutral species, those who carry at least unpaired electron, or any negative species at least carrying a negative charge, come to the interact with the metals. तो यहाँ पे जो metals का orbitals है, empty orbitals है, d orbitals है, any orbitals is capable to interact with the orbitals of another molecule. Okay, orbitals of another molecules. So what happened? Generally हमने क्या पढ़ा था कि central element is donating its electron to the surrounding elements, but here the condition is to be invert. यहाँ पे conditions उल्टी है. Here the molecule is giving electron to the central metal atoms, or we say the such type of species is known as the ligands. इनको आप क्या कहते हैं? Ligands. So here the ligands donating its electron to the central atoms. Ligands donating its electron to the central atoms. So such type of bonding is known as the coordinate bonding. So that chemistry is known as the coordination chemistry. So the branch of the chemistry in which we studied about the formations of the complex ion, that is known as the coordination chemistry. And such type of coordinate is not ionic bonds. The such type of coordination chemistry in which a covalent type of bond is formed, and here the ligand donating its electron to the central metal atoms. Okay, that is known as the coordination bonds, and that chemistry is the coordination chemistry. अब आप coordination chemistry में study करेंगे कि बाहर से आने वाले जो neutral molecules हैं जिसपे कोई चार्ज नहीं है, एटलीस्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन होना चाहिए ताकि वो डोनेट कर पाए, और कोई ऐसी स्पीसीज जिसपे कोई नेगेटिव चार्ज हो, वो अपनी इलेक्ट्रॉन सेंट्रल मेटल एटम्स को डोनेट करता है, and they are capable to form a complex. So here the central metal taking electron from their surrounding neutral or ionic species, that and after that they are going to form a bond that is known as a coordination bond, and that chemistry is known as the coordination chemistry. So see, that is a coordination chemistry, and then we are going to define some important terms. So such type of compound is known as a coordination compounds. But in our environment, the two type of compound is formed generally. The one compound is a double salt and another one is a complex coordination compound. तो हम यहाँ पे क्या देख रहे हैं, डबल सॉल्ट. डबल सॉल्ट्स आपके बुक्स में दिया था, the double salt as well as the complex ion or coordination ion. That question is also came in your board examination, differentiating between the double salt as well as the complex ion. What is a double salt? If any compound is made up of the two type of salt, that is known as the double salt. Already you know, you have done in your titration, ferrous ammonium sulfate, Mohr salt. So Mohr salt is made up of FeSO4 dot NH4 whole twice SO4 dot your 24H2. So that salt is made up of two kind of salt. One salt is ferrous sulfate, another salt is ammonium sulfate, and they partially attach with each other. So that is known as a double salt. The another salt is KCl dot MgCl2 dot 7H2O. See guys, that is also cryolite. Okay, that is also ore of magnesium and potassium. So that contain made up of KCl, MgCl2, 7H2. It is also kind of salt. I am giving you the example of the complex ion. The complex ion is FeK4 FeCN6. What is the difference between the first difference in between the double salt? The double salt is made up of the ionic compounds, okay? But here the no ionic bond is here. Here is the coordinate bond. So double salt is made up of the ionic bonds, and the complex ion is formed by the what? Your coordinate bond. If any double salt dissolve in water, they give you ions. This is a double salt, KCl dot MgCl2 dot 7H2. ये कंपाउंड से आयनिक कंपाउंड, जब आप उसको वाटर में डिसॉल्व करोगे तो दे गिविंग यू K पॉजिटिव प्लस Cl नेगेटिव प्लस Mg2 प्लस how many Cl, 3Cl, and they give you 7H2O. And you are able to detect the presence of magnesium, chlorine and potassium by any salt analysis. Okay? तो डबल सॉल्ट्स का क्या है कि डबल सॉल्ट को जब सॉल्यूशन में या वाटर में डिसॉल्व किया जाता है, when they dissolve in water, तो ये हर एक कंपाउंड्स आयंस में टूट जाता है. And we are easily identify each and every ions in solution. But what happen in case of the complex ion, when they dissolve in water, they not easily decomposed. ये easily decomposed नहीं होता. They giving you 4K plus the complex part as well as remain same, FeCN6. अब आप यहाँ देखिए, ये कंपाउंड टूटा ही नहीं है, तो क्या ये we are able to identify the presence of iron and cyanide in the solutions? No. अगर इसका आयन फॉर्म में आयरन या साइनाइड आया ही नहीं है तो आप इसको डिटेक्ट भी नहीं कर सकते. So in the case of the double salt, when they dissolve in water, they giving you a lots of ions, and we are able to easily detect the ions in the given solution. But what happen in case of the complex ion? The complex ion, when they dissolve in water, they not easily decomposed or not easily ionized. यहाँ आयरन और साइनाइड का कॉम्प्लेक्स डिसॉल्व करने के बाद भी बना हुआ है, ये डिकम्पोज नहीं हुआ. It means the complex compounds are more stable in nature, and the double salts are less stable in nature. Or when the double salt dissolve in water, they giving you ions, and we are able to easily identify the presence of ions in the given solution. But what happen in case of the complex ions? The complex ions cannot be easily dissolved in water and cannot be dissociated, so we are not able to identify the presence of any kind of metals and non-metals in case of the complex ions. Okay, and here in case of the double salt, every ions have fixed valency. Okay, so the double salt is made up of the fixed valency. But what happens in complex ion? The two type of valencies are here, primary valency and secondary valency. प्राइमरी वैलेंसी यहाँ आयरन का जो अपना ऑक्सीडेशन होगा वो एक वैलेंसी है और पूरे कंपाउंड में जो चार्ज है वो एक वैलेंसी है। तो दो तरह की वैलेंसी आपको यहाँ पे देखने को मिलेगी। बट व्हाट हैपन हियर तो ईच एंड एवरी कंपाउंड हैव इट्स ओन फिक्स्ड वैलेंसी, हियर द वैलेंसी इज नॉट changing, so that is the another difference in case of the double salt and the complex ion. So the such type of difference is coming in your examination. तो coordinations तो बहुत सारे हैं and here the such compounds are made up of which kind of bonds? Ionic bonds. Okay, and that compound is made up of which kind of bond? Coordinate bonds. The coordinate bond is like to be a covalent bond but it's totally different to that ionic bonds. Okay, so यहाँ पे क्या होता है, यहाँ पे सेंट्रल मेटल बाहर वाले आने वाले लिगेंड्स को डोमिनेट करता है, मगर यहाँ उल्टा चलेगा, यहाँ से बाहर से आने वाला लिगेंड सेंट्रल मेटल एटम को डोनेट करेगा। ऐसे होगा, देखिए सेंट्रल मेटल एटम्स यहाँ डोनेट करता है अपने से जुड़े लिगेंड्स को, मगर इसके केस में क्या होगा, in that case the ligand donating its electron to the central metal atom. तो vast difference in between them, बहुत बड़ा डिफरेंस है कॉम्प्लेक्स और आपके डबल सॉल्ट के केस में। So these are the few parts of the complex ion and coordination compounds. ये कुछ ionic compound और coordination compound के बीच में क्या था, difference था। That difference is coming in your examination is also the differentiate in the double salt as well as the complex ion. See guys, then I am going to introduce you the another terms related to that coordination compounds. अब देखिए आप coordination compounds. Then we are going to define important terms. Here we are talking about the terminology. Terminology of coordination compounds. Okay. The first terminology is ligands. What is the ligands? I am giving you one example. K4FeCN6. Ligand means those molecule or ions is attached with the metal that they are known as the ligands, or the ligands are those species which carrying an unpaired electron as well as a negative charge and capable to attach with the central metal atoms. तो ligand वो species कही जाती है जिसपे या तो lone pair of electrons हो या negative charge हो और वो किससे जाके जुड़ जाए, central metal atom से। These are known as the ligands. So the ligands, अब देखिए ये इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेट कर रहा है, so they behaving like a Lewis base. The ligands always behaving like a Lewis base. What is the meaning of the Lewis base? The Lewis base means they have tendency to donate its electron. They always knowing as a Lewis base. And here the metal, the central metal have tendency to accept electron, so they behave like a Lewis acid. So in coordination compounds, the coordination take place in between the Lewis base as well as the Lewis acid. तो यहाँ पे जो coordinations होगा वो आपका Lewis base और Lewis acid के बीच में बनेगा. But what is the conditions? The ligands should be contain a unpaired electron as well as the negative charge. Conditions ये है कि ligands पे क्या होना चाहिए, या तो unpaired electron होना चाहिए या negative charge होना चाहिए। और इसी के बिहाफ पे एक फिनोमिनन निकल कर आता है डेंसिटी। ये आपका 2 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन है जो आपके बोर्ड एग्जामिनेशंस में आता है। इसको और क्या कहते हैं, चीलेशन। The tendency to form a number of bond with the central metal atom by a ligands, that tendency is known as the denticity or as well as the chelation. वैसे कह रहे the bond formation tendency is known as the chelation, but denticity is different. What is the difference? I am just going to explain you. I hope you are understand. So here the ligand should be negative or neutral. Neutral carry the unpaired electron and they attach with the metal. Are those species known as the ligands? And the tendency to form a number of complex with central metal atom is known as the chelation, and that tendency also known as the denticity. So see guys, what is a chelation? Chelation means when the ligands attach with the metals and form a number of coordination compounds. Such tendency is known as a chelation, and chelation is a ring formation tendency. Ring forming tendency. So ring forming tendency generally is known as the chelation. जैसे इस मेटल से सपोज दो आपके लिगेंड ऐसे हैं जो इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेट कर रहे हैं, तो एक रिंग बन गई। इसी तरह से इधर साइड से भी दो नाइट्रोजन अपने इलेक्ट्रॉन एक कंपाउंड इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेट करेगा, सो दैट इज नोन एज अ चिलेशन। व्हाट इज द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ दिस चिलेशन? ये बोला जाता है कि जितना ज्यादा चिलेशन होगी वो कंपाउंड उतना ज्यादा स्टेबल माना जाता है। तो जितनी ज्यादा रिंग सेंट्रल मेटल एटम अपने चार्ज को उतना डिस्पर्स करता है और उतनी ज्यादा स्टेबिलिटी बढ़ाता है, दैट इज अ चिलेशन। द रिंग फॉर्मेशन टेंडेंसी इज नोन एज द चिलेशन। व्हाट अबाउट द डेंटिसिटी? डेंटिसिटी मींस कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेट करा जा रहा है। तो हाउ मेनी इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेटिंग बाय द लिगेंड्स, जैसे ये नाइट्रोजन कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेट कर रहा है, इस साइड से भी इस साइड से भी, तो इसकी डेंसिटी क्या होगी 2 बाइडेंटेट। यहां से भी नाइट्रोजन डोनेट कर रहा है, यहां से भी नाइट्रोजन डोनेट कर रहा है, तो इसकी डेंसिटी क्या होगी 2, दैट इज आल्सो अ बाइडेंटेट। डेंसिटी मींस हाउ मेनी इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेटेड बाय ईच लिगेंड्स। जैसे यहां पे ये जो L जो लिगेंड्स है ये मेटल को कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेट कर रहा है, 1 एरो मींस 1 पेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन, so its denticity is 1. Okay, so denticity is related to the how many electron is donated by ligand to metal. And what is the chelation? The ring formation tendency with central metal atom by a ligand is known as its chelation. So that is known as the ligands. Ligand means the how many neutral or ionic molecule attached with the central metal atom is known as its ligands. Ligands का classifications मैं आपको नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में कराऊंगा, दैट इज अ मोनो बाई डाई पॉलीडेंटेट, इट्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। द नेक्स्ट टर्मिनोलॉजी आफ्टर द लिगेंड्स वी आर वर्किंग ऑन द नेक्स्ट वन इज काउंटर आयंस। व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट टर्मिनोलॉजी आफ्टर लिगेंड इज काउंटर आयंस। व्हाट इज द काउंटर आयंस? सपोज दैट इज K4 FeCN6, okay, so here the ions attached outside from the coordination sphere, इस ब्रैकेट्स को आप क्या कहेंगे, कोऑर्डिनेशन स्फीयर, कोऑर्डिनेशन स्फीयर, ओके। इस कोऑर्डिनेशन स्फीयर के बाहर जो आयंस अवेलेबल होते हैं दीज आर नोन एज दी काउंटर आयंस। ये सेकेंडरी वैलेंसी के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल होते हैं, they are responsible for the secondary valency, and those ions are attached outside from the coordination sphere are known as the counter ions, okay, so that is known as the counter ions. The next one is a coordination, or that is a coordination sphere. The last one is a coordination number. The last one is coordination number. That is a very important 1 marks का क्वेश्चन आता है। Find out the coordination number of given compound. So C coordination number same, suppose CuMH3 का whole 4, suppose K2, okay. Coordination number means how many ligands attached with the central metal atom is known as its coordination number. कि सेंट्रल मेटल आइटम से इनको मत गिनना, दे आर नॉट पार्टिसिपेटिंग इन कोऑर्डिनेशन, ओके। काउंटर आयंस कभी भी कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर डिसाइड नहीं करते, केवल जो कोऑर्डिनेशन स्फीयर के अंदर जो आपका नंबर ऑफ लिगेंड्स होते हैं दे आर डिसाइडिंग इट्स कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर। सो व्हाट इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर? द नंबर ऑफ न्यूट्रल मॉलिक्यूल और आयंस अटैच्ड विद द सेंट्रल मेटल एटम इज नोन एज इट्स कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर। तो देखिए कितने अमोनिया अटैच्ड हैं कॉपर से, 4, तो इसका कोऑर्डिनेशन नंबर क्या होगा, 4 होगा। Another example, that is K4 FeCN6. So K4 is not participating in coordination because these are counter ions. How many ligands attached with the central metal atom here? 6. So its coordination number is 6. So that is the coordination number. So how many ligands attached with the central metal atom is known as its coordination number. तो ये आपकी कुछ टर्मिनोलॉजी थी that is related to the coordination chemistry. In the next lecture we are generally talking about the types of the ligands. Please thoroughly study about its introductory part. That is a very important chapter. Again I am going to repeat you. If you have any doubt you ask me. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.